Good morning and happy Saturday, you guys. It is Amanda and Barron with Kickin Cancer Cares on KSLM Radio, 104.3 FM and 1220 AM. Our sponsor for this first half is Oddmo's Pizza. Their newest addition is their mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And what's that hot sauce for their wings that's new?
Hitch Nashville Hot.
Hitch Nashville Hot.
Which is a local brand. It's a local hot sauce brand.
Hitch heat you can handle.
Okay, but can you handle it is the question. You'll have to go try it to find out. They also have awesome appetizers. Their potato poppers are my absolute favorite. And I like that they're baked. They're not deep fried.
Yeah.
And they're they have a tiny hint of jalapeno in there. But as a jalapeno lover, I feel like it's missing. So it's not like hot.
Right.
It just gives it a tiny bit of flavor for the potato poppers, and it just makes them perfection.
And it's the being baked that I think makes them so much better than deep fried too.
Yes, agreed. And then they've got chicken strips, cheesy garlic bread, Mojo's, their boneless wing, donut dunkers, and badonka dunkers.
Badonka dunkers.
Badonka dunkers.
This is fun to say.
It is fun to say. So huge shout out to Mike from Oddmo's Pizza. He's so much more than pizza, you guys. It's awesome.
Did you catch the fact that Hitch is an acronym?
Oh, okay.
Heat you can handle.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes.
didn't even notice that. That's hilarious.
It's an acronym.
And we've Ashlie joining us today. She's normally off to the side behind me, but today she's in front of the camera. Welcome, Ashlie.
Hello.
We've got a
Hello
topic
again.
we're going to cover that's a very interesting topic.
Okay.
And Ashley and I have had some conversations about this particular topic. I don't want to get too far into it, but I said, why don't you come on in front of the camera and talk about it? So she's done a ton of research. I really appreciate all the research she's done on this. And we're going to get into a little bit of some of the healing properties of mushrooms.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we've had a series of guests. In fact, you commented a little earlier that a lot of our guests this month are breast cancer survivors that because they went in for their mammogram and they caught it early and were able to get through the procedures quickly. Last year was Teresa Dinsmore.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool because these women are going and getting their mammograms. And so they're getting scanned and tested and looked at to where even though there's no symptoms, there's no signs, there's just a routine checkup, checking out everything. And
Which we're that age now, and it's like in my mind that I need to go get it done. I've never had one done, and I'm 40.
yes, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so in my head it was like I need to do that, but it's like the thought of it's kind of scary,
Right.
and it's like, but you can't let the fear of the scariness stop you from doing it because I mean I feel like our last 4 guests have been people that went and did a mammogram and it was caught very early, stage 1, and they got it taken care of.
Well, and in Teresa's case, she was 42 years old. So you mentioned, being 40 years old.
It's time to do it. Time to get it done.
I mean, from a guy's standpoint, having never had to do that thing, but I've done the colonoscopies and, just taking those precautionary procedures.
Now, men can get breast cancer too, so how come you guys don't do mammograms?
That's a good question.
I think it would be a little more difficult. I don't know. That's a good question though, because I was thinking the same thing. Do they run like blood tests on men as opposed to women? Like,
well,
that's interesting.
From a guy's standpoint, if it's a if a woman's not very breasty, they're still going to they can still do a mammogram.
Right.
You can still do the same thing for a guy.
Yeah.
I just think most guys aren't going to go in and get it checked.
Right.
Because it's
just like,
it's
they're
breast.
manly.
Right.
Yeah. We're manly. We don't need to do that.
Right. Well, I'm scared to do it too. Makes you feel
we gotta
better, man.
promise each other then that we're going to do it this month or at least next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pinky promise.
Okay. And for anyone that's listening on Saturday, you're going to want to go on Monday to YouTube to our Kickin Cancer show. It's Kickin Cancer Productions on YouTube. Hit subscribe, like our post. What's the pinky promise that just occurred?
That
here?
and there's going to be lots of pictures of what we're going to be talking about for this episode. That's for sure.
Okay. I love the visual aspect. I'm such a visual person.
Right.
So I love that our YouTube has so many visuals that you add to it. Pictures of the things that we talk about and all the things.
Right.
So pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, we went 2
Yes.
years with just the conversations.
Yeah.
But now by adding the pictures and some of the things we're talking about, it adds more for the listeners to look at. I mean,
Yes.
Be engaged.
More meat to the conversation, if you
Exactly.
will.
I was just watching a few documentaries and I'm watching how they're structuring with pictures and things, and it definitely keeps people's attention.
Yeah.
More engaged.
We have people have a short attention span.
Yep.
So they need help.
They say because of our phones and technology, it's around a 7-second And they say goldfish, it's like 10, but everything is increments of 7 seconds. How can you keep people engaged for that 7 seconds, every 7 seconds?
Okay.
That's hard.
We have a shorter attention span than goldfish.
It's because everybody's scrolling. Flip, next video. Yeah.
You just keep going until you find the one you want.
The other day I had to throw my phone. It was like, get this thing out of my hand.
Hours can go by.
Done.
Hours can go by.
Yes, it can.
Scrolling your phone. So, well, a little different food for us today from the magazine.
Okay.
Arugula.
Okay, I'm not super familiar. Oh, wait, is that like in the, because I can kind of see the picture. I feel like that's in like salads.
Yeah, lots of different salads.
Like spring salad or green leafy salad.
It's kind of peppery tasting.
Yep. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, in fact, it says, what's remarkable about this peppery green is an ancient plant that has stayed more or less the same for thousands of years. Among its many assets are its cancer-fighting glycosinolates.
Okay.
I think I said that right.
I think you did too.
We'll call it good. We break these sulfur-containing compounds down into their beneficial compounds that have been shown to curb an enzyme that lets cancer cells progress.
Okay.
And it really does. It gets added a lot into salads. It does have a little bit of a bitter taste to it because it's got that peppery taste.
I feel like it's in Matthew Miller's salads. Mm-hmm. Because I get their barbecue salad. Their barbecue chicken salad, and
you're making me hungry.
It is so good.
We're going to be talking about a lot of food today,
and so I feel like that's the type of it's like a mix of different kinds, and I feel like that's in it.
It gets added to a spring mix quite often.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I eat that.
There you go. Well, today, speaking of food, today's topic is mushrooms.
Okay.
And Ashley's done a great job of giving us a little bit of a breakdown here on the mushrooms. I think the first point you have here, Ashley, is interesting about how do you forage, an introduction to foraging safely. And I know you have gone out with your kids and done some foraging of mushrooms. Now, personally, I never have. So
me neither, but it looks
a lot of
cool.
fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It is the season. They say it's usually around September, October, November. More so the middle of October and November is the best time to go foraging. And then it's like around springtime so you're thinking moisture.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the best.
So where in this area do you go foraging?
You can go all over. You can find them in your front yard.
Oh.
You would seriously be surprised.
Those aren't poisonous to eat?
So that's where you want to do your research. Okay. Because a lot of the ones that we know as edible can have a brother or sister or cousin that looks just like it, and some of them are.
Okay.
So you have to be like, even when I'm out, I because I lose service. I went up to Silver Creek Falls recently, and you lose service up there. So I took pictures of like all the ones that were like in relation to being.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, let me check. We got to check to make sure.
You took pictures before you went.
Yeah.
Because you knew once you got up there, you weren't going to be able to put on your phone.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of people going and getting like these like pointy cone looking ones, and like I think they like dehydrate them or something.
Yes. So I will start by saying this. There's at least 14,000 different types of mushrooms.
That's crazy.
That all stems from like fungi, and the list can go on, which I've made sure doing my research, I wanted to bring factual information, not just like, oh, you guys, I'm nobody and I just came up with all of this.
Okay. You're big on your research.
There's a lot of research here. A lot of research.
I believe it. It's Ashley.
A lot of this has come from like the National Institute of Health, National Center of Complementary and Integrative Health, Medical News, UCLA Health, Cleveland Clinic, Fantastic Fungi.
Ooh, that's kind of a fun name.
Yes, so Paul Stamets
superheroes.
and Louis Schweitzberg, I do believe. They're mycologists, I do believe that's what it's called, that's what they study.
Okay.
You know, and so that was a big one. And the Mushroom Council, and I could go on, but this is all factual things that I made sure to let you guys know that I'm not just making this up.
Okay. Okay.
And any of these, people could go find these themselves, just like you did.
Yes, and all of this information will be attached with this episode. Like, I'll have the information with the links on YouTube, and I can also send them to Amanda. So if you want to do your own research from these websites, highly recommend.
Okay.
Especially before you go out foraging.
Okay.
Because there are so many that you can confuse edible with poisonous.
Yes.
Or psilocybins, which we'll talk about more in a little bit.
Okay, I was like, what the heck is that?
Because as soon as you say mushrooms, people are like, oh, you mean magic mushrooms? No, not all of them are magic psilocybin mushrooms.
Well, many of them are very edible.
Yes.
If long as you're looking for.
I love mushrooms, and I'm talking about like the ones that we cook with.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Well, one of the first comments you made here in your notes is to be 100% be 100% certain of identification.
Yes.
When in doubt,
Throw them
it
out.
out.
Yes. And when you, let's say you're out and you realize that you picked one that is not edible, take that, put it over in an area that you can spread the spores. So you can kind of mush the mushroom up into the ground. And then for the next year, then there'll be more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're basically planting for the next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
That's
be
cool.
mindful in your foraging.
Can you do that in your own like backyard?
Yep. So like when I went foraging there, I found that there was slippery jack mushrooms. They are edible, but they're super tricky to make edible because of their tops on them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put those in the backyard. And I just mushed them up in some mulch. You know, leave them for the squirrels for next year so they can have something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
So if you leave it for the squirrels, I take it that something that might be harmful for us
yeah.
isn't harmful for other
No.
animals.
No, it's different.
Oh, interesting.
And of course, they'll stay away from what they're.
Can't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little smarter than us. They won't eat the poison.
Yeah.
They won't eat the poisonous ones.
So I think the biggest thing is the main ones that we want to talk about today is turkey tail mushrooms, lion's mane, and reishi. And I will be honest with you, what they're really called, the terminology of what their real names are, I really am not the greatest at pronouncing them.
That's okay.
Well,
Right up my alley.
they all have a
neither.
Latin root.
Yes. Yes.
And since Latin's pretty much a dead language, unless you're a science person, you're not going to know what these Latin roots are anyway.
and I don't want to murder the way that they are pronounced. Okay, so but that's
Well,
the main
I will
ones
say
we're
I've
talking
heard of
about.
turkey tail and I've heard of lion's mane. I haven't heard of the third one, but I don't know a whole lot about either one of those type of mushrooms. Are these stuff that you would find, like if you were out in Silver Falls area, could you find the turkey tails?
Yes. And those are going to be, turkey tails are mainly like on trees, and I don't remember what tree. That's why I say go do your research, and it's like a lot of information for me to withhold.
Right. Oh,
now,
for sure.
And make sure that you get all the right information, but they are like on the trunks of the trees or like fallen trees.
Okay.
You really want to look for areas that have dead trees, scattered bark all over. But they're on the trunks of the trees.
Okay.
And they're
Do they have a longer stem with that name, the turkey tail?
Actually, no. It looks like a fan. It's kind of brown with like white ends
Oh,
on
I
it.
feel like I've seen them in like forests.
It almost looks like a fungi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard, and you have to have a really sharp knife to cut it off. But turkey tail can be confused with some cousins that look like it. So that one you have to be super specific and know.
Okay.
Because it's the lighter tan color brown, sometimes a little rusty brown, and
Right.
then white on it.
Okay.
Yeah. And those are super popular. The lookalikes, see, false turkey tail is smooth underside. And the real ones, it almost looks porous like skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So they can be confused.
Now, if these are edible, so once I cut them off, how would you use these? Would you like add them to pasta? Would you saute them
The
up?
turkey tail, mainly, I like to dry those out, and then I dry them out, and then I put them in a grinder and put them in a pill capsule because they help strengthen your immune system.
Oh, okay.
I don't really like to eat those ones.
Oh.
So they're more for medicinal purposes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but like lion's mane, that one is edible.
Okay.
I definitely, like, I can say this over and over again, do your research. These ones are mainly medicinal.
The lion's mane.
The lion's mane, the turkey tail, the reishi. Now when you go towards like lobster or chicken of the woods, or they call it cow, which is chicken of the woods. Those are the orange ones that look like those are edible.
Okay.
As to, you can just eat them with whatever.
Okay.
You know, Montreal or the chanterelle mushrooms.
Yep, chanterelles.
Those are more like you're going to eat that with your dinner or whatever.
Okay. Those are like the ones you find at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are a lot more spendy. So when you can find them out in nature, you just saved a ton of money.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There was one that when I was younger, we would find them and they were edible and they looked almost like, or kind of a yellowy color. It looked almost like a scrambled egg.
The chanterelle.
Chanterelles.
Yeah.
And it's super good tasting.
They kind of look like a upside down trumpet.
Yep.
Like a trumpet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And those are ones that you eat with like food?
Yeah.
So the ones that you're talking about, like the turkey tail, are those ones that are like make you hallucinate type of mushrooms?
These are not psilocybins.
Okay.
These are not psilocybins.
Okay.
So there's your difference, is the ones that are going to
Huge.
make you hallucinate are psilocybins.
Okay. So if we wanted, we could eat with or cook with these ones, but you recommend drying them out, grinding them, and putting them in a capsule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I say that for the turkey tail, lion's mane, and reishi.
Okay.
That's what I say that for. The other ones, like, go ahead and make
Do
them
whatever.
however you want.
Is it because when you grind them up and dry them, you get more of them by taking it in a capsule form, so it's more potent of all of its benefits?
Yes.
Versus having it sautéed with your steak?
Yes.
Okay.
But once you saute it, you're going to lose some of the power
Yeah.
in the cooking process.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what I figured. Okay,
Yeah.
so drying them out is kind of like in their raw form, so
Yeah.
no nutrients and benefits are lost.
Yes.
And go into your
Okay.
bloodstream quicker, too.
Yes.
Okay.
But everybody has their preference of how they do their mushrooms.
Yes.
You know, some people will just cook them right away. Some people will chop them up and put them in a dehydrator. But everyone does it differently.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know it all. I'm still learning.
You're
I'm
like, I'm
forever learning, guys.
Forever. I love that. We all are forever learning,
Yeah.
truly.
Yeah. Like I know a lot about mushrooms, but just this last month when I went out foraging, that was the first time I've actually gone out and went and foraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it pretty cool? Like,
It's awesome. Just be smart when you're out there, you know, there's animals out there.
yeah.
You are not alone. You
mindful.
are not alone.
Be mindful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Did you see any animals when you're out there?
No.
Oh, good.
But I know they were around.
You could hear them?
Well, when you see their droppings and they look like they were just done like 10
fairly-
minutes ago, yeah, they're out there.
fairly fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, one of the things that you brought in here was some interesting statistics about some of the health benefits to mushrooms. And I think
Yes.
a very interesting statistic that you brought in here as well.
This one is the statistics with psilocybins.
Okay, we're going to hold off on the second half.
Yeah.
This for
So,
the second half of the show.
I will say the biggest thing with the three that we're talking about is boosting your immune system, reducing inflammation, helping you sleep better. But a lot of them also say before you invest in these in your health, talk to your doctor. So if you're on other medications and things, you don't want conflict.
How are they going to interact with the medications you're
So
already taking?
like with the reishi, it says it can cause dizziness, nausea, avoid before surgery, and when taking blood thinners.
Ooh, okay.
So you definitely just want to make sure that you're talking to your doctor about what else you're incorporating in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
huge. Number one. And my doctor, he's really cool when it comes to holistic things. He's got a little bit of knowledge. I know not all doctors are like that, but
Yeah.
just communicate with your doctor if you're on
Well,
some
most
certain types of
doctors have
medications.
little to no training in the holistic fields.
Yeah.
So it's awesome when you can find a doctor who is educated in
For
that
sure.
and wants to point you in that direction.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say there's this amazing individual that I have followed for the years that's why I'm so into mushrooms. His name is Paul Stamets.
Okay.
As I had mentioned earlier in like the reference to the Fantastic Fungi website.
Yes.
So there's a documentary on Netflix called Fantastic Fungi.
Okay.
And he talks about the benefits of turkey tail capsules.
And this is this guy, Paul, that's on this documentary?
Paul
Okay.
Stamets. He's
Yeah.
a mycologist. And his mother was diagnosed with, is that stage 4 breast cancer?
Yep.
Yeah, stage 4 breast cancer. And there's a video that we used a while back from him talking about her. And he had suggested adding the turkey tail capsules to help with the chemotherapy, and within a year, scans showed no detectable cancer, and she lived another 10 years.
Wow.
And passed peacefully at 93.
Oh, wow.
But so she's diagnosed in her 80s with stage 4 breast cancer.
Yes.
Wow.
But it does say turkey tail is not a cure, but it may enhance immune function and complete medical treatments.
That's cool.
Or complement medical treatment.
So kind of helps it go full circle with itself.
It's helping your immune system.
That's really
I think
awesome.
that's the key with a lot of these things is I don't know that a lot of stuff the medical community is doing is actually a cure.
Right.
But our immune system can fight off. And if we can find a way to enhance our immune system to let our own body work the way it's supposed to. And so now you're just putting plants in there, these mushrooms, to enhance the immune system, let your own body fight off the cancer.
And that will lead into what are adaptogens. Because when you start taking things that complement each other, that are boosting your immune system in different areas, that's just a mixture of your body's going to be doing great.
Yeah.
Your body's going to be doing amazing.
So,
which is why they're called adaptogens.
What if somebody doesn't have time to go out into the forest and collect and then to dry? Because don't you have to have certain machinery and equipment to dry out and dehydrate?
Yeah. Like I ordered a dehydrator on Amazon for like $30.
Oh, that's
it does take time, though. It does take time. But if you don't have time...
You the look in your face like you're like, it took way
it's
longer
a learning
than I expected.
process. That is for sure.
Well, and I think maybe people don't want the time that it takes.
Yes.
They'd like to have a quicker, faster, easier
So
answer.
is there a way like we could get these capsules?
So you can go to, like, we have Life Source here, or you can go to, like, let's say you want to go to the grocery store. They do have them at certain stores.
Yeah.
You just got to look. Life Source is amazing. I love it.
Okay.
They
Life
have all
Source is
kinds.
probably your best bet here in Salem.
Yes.
Right.
Because the amount of extra stuff they carry, like above and beyond what Fred Meyer's would carry, for example.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
But you can find them even on Amazon too.
Yeah.
There's a few that I've ordered from good suppliers on Amazon.
And is it kind of like a just part of your daily routine with like vitamins and whatnot that you just take it daily?
I take a capsule that it's a 10-in-1 of different mushrooms.
Okay.
So 10 mushrooms in one
to get the
capsule.
benefit of all of them. 'Cause they probably all have different benefits.
Just like with the lion's mane, that helps you on a cellular level with, as well as helping with your memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of amazing mushrooms out there. And
That's
it's
cool.
not all psychedelic.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I think when people hear that, like mushrooms, aside from like being cooked with, that's what my brain goes to first, is that they're the hallucinogenic mushrooms.
Everybody does.
But you're talking about just normal mushrooms that have all of these different health benefits that are better to dehydrate, grind up, and take in a pill form versus cooking with, because you cook out the nutrients and benefits.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, the other ones that are most popular, cooking with those, it's just like for the taste and this is yummy. And oh my gosh, those are so expensive in the store. Of course, I just want to go pick it myself, but they're so beneficial.
Yeah.
They're so beneficial. And like I want to go back to the adaptogens, it's balancing hormones, reducing inflammation, boosting energy, improving mood, strengthening the immune system. I mean,
how could you not want all of that?
I take a mixture too that has ashwagandha, and then they talk about ginseng, holy basil, and the reishi mushroom. And I'm like, what is that one? Rhodelia or rhodolia?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not one I'm familiar with.
See, these are all different herbs.
But ashwagandha is a big one. That's a huge one for people to use right there.
I mean, if you want to have all of these boosts in your life, to feel 100%, these are all little gifts from the earth.
Yeah.
That are right here.
That's
You
cool.
just got to find them.
You just got to find them.
Which, it circles back. We've made this comment so many times over the years with the show that a lot of the stuff we need to be healthy is right here on the earth.
Yes.
Yep.
just whatever plants it is where we could find them, and we want to bring light to the mushrooms on these guys.
Yeah. And here I thought we weren't going to have enough time. It was going to be like dead air or something like that. I'm like, no, we need more time, guys.
wait, there's more. That's awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break really quick. But before we do, Ashlie, you actually work with Mike from Oddmo's. So what is your favorite pizza or dish from Oddmo's?
Ooh, the mascot.
And what's on the mascot?
It's got the chicken, the garlic Parmesan sauce, I do believe, and then like the tomatoes and is it the green onions?
So you've got dried chicken. Dried chicken. Diced chicken, I meant. Red onion, breakfast bacon, mozzarella cheese, fresh tomato, green onions, and cheddar cheese with their garlic white sauce. I may have just found
But you know what I like to do to it? I add hot sauce to it with blue cheese on it.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Okay.
It's her own mascot.
Yeah.
Doctored up mascot.
Okay. So if you guys have not already decided what you're having for lunch, definitely go get Oddmo's and choose the mascot. All right. We'll be right back, you guys.